mysterious recording captured by an Iraqi resident reveals a truly unsettling sight. In the gloomy sky, a strange object can be seen floating with movements that are unnatural and hard to explain. Its bizarre motion caught the attention of nearby residents, who gathered in shock to witness it. But the most chilling part is the shape of the object. Upon closer look, it appears to resemble a human figure, though clearly not an ordinary one. It seemed to hover in the air, defying the laws of nature, as if the creature came from another world.
شنو يا سبحان الله شيء طاير بالهواء شنو هذا الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر شنو هذا
هذا زلمة
زلمة
شكل زلمة هذا تبع عليه زين
شنو هذا ايه جاي يسوون تصوير والله بيتصوير شنو هذا لا مو بيتصوير جاي جاي وين جاي جاي والله لا مو بيتصوير شنو هذا ما اعرف شنو هذا العشاء احمر ومنقد ذاك نزل عواد تحت
In this footage, you can clearly see a mysterious object floating in the air, accidentally captured by a local resident. After the video went viral on social media, a wave of theories began to surface. Some people believe it's just a high-tech drone, while others are convinced it might be an alien sighting. But the truth remains a mystery. If you have any thoughts or have seen something similar before, feel free to share your opinion in the comments below. A video that caused quite a stir online was uploaded by a user named Veena Jayanti. In the video, Veena shares a personal experience she had while she was in Japan. One night, she decided to go jogging alone and recorded the quiet, peaceful streets as she ran. But that calm atmosphere quickly turned into a terrifying moment when she entered an old tunnel. Out of nowhere, strange and unexplainable things began to happen. And from that point on, everything took a chilling turn.
Aku mau coba lari ke sana, soalnya di sana tuh ada anginnya tuh sepoi-sepoi banget di sebelah sana. Jadi aku mau mulai ke sana, oke. Jadi ini tuh jalan pulang. Jadi tadi tuh aku tuh muter dari sana ya, terus pas pulangnya aku lewat sini, jadi harus lewat sini gitu. Aku bener-bener capek banget deh. Ini masih banyak orang sih, tadi juga anak muda masih pada tutung di sisi kasihan, biar aku di Jepang aja juri, terus tarik nepi ya aingku.
In the footage, you can clearly see Veena suddenly panic and run away from the tunnel, breathing heavily. At first, she was simply describing the calm, quiet atmosphere around the area. But out of nowhere, a strange whispering sound could be heard. It was so close, as if someone was right behind her, even though no one was in sight. The recording shows that the area around the tunnel was completely empty, with not a single person around. To this day, it's still unclear whether the sound was just a prank or something paranormal. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Bener-bener capek banget deh. Ini masih banyak orang sih, tadi juga anak muda masih pada
A man was reportedly involved in a terrifying incident while playing with a Ouija board late at night. No one knows exactly what happened, but out of nowhere, he began screaming hysterically and acting completely out of control, as if something unseen had taken over his body. His family was thrown into a state of panic, and the situation grew even more intense when neighbors, alarmed by the commotion, came to witness the bizarre and unexplainable scene for themselves. The man's behavior was extremely disturbing. He was screaming with a terrifying voice and slamming his body violently, as if he was fighting something inside himself. Many believe the incident happened because he had been playing with a Ouija board. It's said that the Ouija board isn't just a game, but a supernatural gateway that can invite entities from another dimension. Once that door is opened, the entity can attach itself, take over the mind, and eventually possess the body. This might be the very reason why the Ouija board should never be used carelessly. A surveillance camera captured a shocking and unexpected moment involving a woman who was fast asleep in her bedroom. The incident happened suddenly, with no warning signs at all. In the footage, the woman can be seen making strange, unnatural movements that are difficult to explain. Many believe her body was being influenced by an unseen force, possibly a supernatural entity invisible to the human eye. Watch the video clip for yourself and decide whether it's real or just an elaborate hoax. In the footage, a woman can be seen sleeping soundly next to her partner. But unexpectedly, she appears to be disturbed by an unseen presence, one that seems to carry out something terrifying while she's completely unconscious. Her reaction suggests that she's being forced to do something beyond her control. This kind of incident is deeply unsettling, especially for those of us who often fall asleep from exhaustion. When we're in a deep sleep, we are completely vulnerable to threats from the unseen world. That's why it's always a good idea to say a prayer before going to bed. What do you think? Was this real or just a clever hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A motorcycle taxi driver shared a mysterious video on his social media account. Footage that quickly caught the attention of curious viewers. The incident took place at night, right after he dropped off his last passenger. On his way home, he decided to turn on his phone camera just to capture the quiet and empty streets. At first, everything seemed completely normal. But when he reviewed the footage later at home, he was chilled to the bone. Something strange, something that shouldn't have been there, had been caught on camera. In the footage, the driver was passing by a building still under construction. Without realizing it, his phone camera captured something unusual. At first, everything looked completely normal. Nothing seemed out of place. But when he reviewed the video later at home, one particular moment made his heart race. Right next to a pile of sand by the roadside, a mysterious figure appeared. A woman with long hair dressed entirely in white, standing motionless in the dark of night. The figure was barely visible due to the low lighting, looking like nothing more than a faint shadow. But the longer he looked, the clearer it became. The figure closely resembled a kuntilanak. What's even more disturbing is that while he was at the location, he didn't see anyone there at all. He only noticed the figure after watching the footage again. This next video was recorded by a man walking alone through a remote forest in Mexico. He had originally set out with his friends, but somehow they ended up far ahead, leaving him behind. As he continued on his own, the atmosphere around him began to change. The quiet woods suddenly felt off. He started to get the uneasy feeling that something or someone was watching him from the shadows. An invisible presence seemed to follow his every step, sending chills down his spine. It was as if he was no longer alone in that forest. A mysterious dark figure appeared to be lurking behind the man, silently following his every step. However, as soon as the man noticed its presence, the figure seemed to panic and quickly hid, disappearing into the shadows of the forest. What exactly did he see? Was it a supernatural being guarding the forest? Or perhaps just a lost person? One thing is certain. The figure's movements were so strange and unnatural, it sent a deep wave of fear through the man, as if he were being chased by something far darker than the night itself.